Hello, everybody. Welcome to another appointment with Going Expat. This is Rossella, and today my guest is Vassia. Hi, Vassia.
Hi, Rosella. Nice
How
to
are
see you.
you?
Yes, I'm doing well. Thank you.
Nice to have you here, and I am very happy that you can explain more about your life experience as an expat in the Netherlands and also a little bit about your business and what you are doing here.
All right, I came to the Netherlands 12 years ago, and I've been living in Leiden since then. I love Leiden. I have so many memories, so many friends, and experiences that I don't think I will leave Leiden ever. I really love the place. And the reason that actually I came here to the Netherlands is a very random reason, like kind of a serendipity.
Oh.
Back then, even though I come from Athens, back then before I moved to the Netherlands, I used to live in
Mm.
Crete, and I had a friend there who was Dutch, but she left the Netherlands and she was living in Crete.
Okay.
So when I was looking for a university to do my second master's degree in psychology, I was mainly looking in the UK because that's what I knew is the country that I can do an English speaking master's. So
Mhm.
she said to me, "Yeah, why are you not looking in the Netherlands?" And I said to her, "First of all, where's the Netherlands?" So then we started looking. There were so many options to do a master's in English. And then I applied, I got accepted, and here I am. Without knowing
Wow.
anything about the Netherlands, I found myself here starting over from scratch.
Wow, those are the most, I mean, those are the stories that I like the most, when people were not really planning and yet they come and fall in love and stay for 12 years, like in your case, and thinking, I'm not gonna
Exactly.
move from here. Leiden is home. That's amazing. It's pretty nice.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
And so you came here to study, and was it difficult, easy, or what was more difficult and more easy from your point of view and due to your experience, of course?
I think I was lucky and I experienced a very easy transition to
Mm-hmm.
the Netherlands. I didn't find any difficulties from booking the tickets, finding a university studio that I can live there, student
Okay.
accommodation, or signing up for the masters. Everything was really, smooth, or at least the universe was making it smooth for me. Because, of course, I heard other classmates that life was really difficult for them before and after when they came here. But
Mm-hmm.
I think I experienced everything in a very smooth and easy way. And that was also one of the things that made me love this country because all the processes, the procedures, they were very organized. There was a clear protocol, what to do,
Hmm.
when, how to register in the city hall, what was your next step, the paying the rents. Everything was
Okay.
organized and there were clear rules. So
Okay. Okay.
I really appreciated that.
Yeah, no, that's very important. And I mean, for sure, if you had like a smooth starting point, it is easier also to appreciate the good things of the country, the city where you live, and the things that are a little bit more negative or that you like the least. They are not that important
Yeah.
because overall you are having a good experience. I also had to say that 12 years ago, which is also when I moved to the Netherlands, things were a little
Ah,
bit different than today. So also for funding, for example, a student accommodation today is not that easy anymore. It is always important to check and prepare before moving.
and especially for students, since I'm talking about my student life back then, it was easier, first of all, as you said, to find accommodation. It was easier to find an internship. And now both of them are very difficult. Like I know I have a lot of interns that they are approaching me, students, and they're approaching me to find an internship, but the universities have increased the standards that they are expecting from the institutions that they are offering in internship. So it's way more difficult for students to find
Yeah.
internship. Usually they go back to their country or they have to learn the language. So the standards are
Indeed.
way different now.
Yeah, yeah, the country changed it, so it's always important to check it
Yeah.
out and see how is the current situation. But it's always nice to know that it's still possible to move here and experience
Yep.
a good life as we did, and we are still here after
Yes.
12 years. So that's always nice. And you were anticipating a little bit my next question because you were talking about your studies and the student approached you for internship. So what's your job? What's that about?
So the main job, or let's say the umbrella job, is that I am a psychologist.
Yes.
And what I mean with the umbrella, from that point onwards, I have expanded my business into three different branches. So one part of my business is that I am the founder and director of Anti-Loneliness, which is a mental health company, a group practice, where another 15 psychologists are working together with me, and we are offering mental health services to expats. We are all expats, and we know the struggles and the challenges of moving abroad, as as well. And we are helping expats, so expats to expats, because we have had a lot of internationals and expats coming to us and saying, well, I tried with a local psychologist, but they actually don't know what I've gone through. They don't understand the
Mm-hmm.
existential uprooting that I have gone through and what it means for me to be here without friends, without my family, starting
Mm-hmm.
over or reinventing myself. So that's why I prefer to speak to a psychologist who is also an expert and knows the experience. So that's
Yes.
one part of my job, the anti-loneliness practice with psychologists in the main cities of the Netherlands, supporting individuals,
Okay.
internationals, and expats. The other part of my job is that I am focusing specifically on people that are struggling with anxiety and burnout because of perfectionism. So
Mm.
because I'm also a recovering perfectionist, I know exactly what this mindset does to us and how we're running on a treadmill, on a metaphorical treadmill,
Yes.
always feeling that we're not good enough, that we have to do more, we have to pay more attention, we have to sleep less because we have all these tasks and responsibilities. So specifically with people with this mindset that sooner or later either they will have anxiety or burnout, I love working with them and bringing them back into a more healthy mindset and helping them recover, find joy, find balance, and find, of
Mm-hmm.
course, their true self.
Okay.
Again, as a
Wow.
psychologist, as I said,
Yeah.
yes.
That's
And
that's
the
very
third,
important, and I mean I feel you because when you were talking, I was thinking about me as well, and I also think it's very important what you underlined that it's not about being a good or not good psychologist. Is that sometimes people feel the need to talk to somebody who for life experience has been through where you are now. So from expat to expat is also one of my mottos because it is a little bit different. There is
yeah,
not only the professional part, but there is also the personal aspect. And
yes,
then you can really understand because you have been
exactly,
there anyway. So
exactly.
that's a very unique selling point, and I thank you for underlining it because it's very important.
Yeah, exactly, because we have the lived experience. We
Indeed.
know exactly,
Yes.
we can recognize, we can resonate.
Yes, absolutely. Yes. And were you adding something else at the umbrella, or those are the two main?
Yes, and the third part of my services as a psychologist is being the founder of the therapy business circle. With
Hmm.
the experience that I had all these years with other therapists, supporting them, helping them grow the practices, I got to see that even though therapists and psychologists have a lot of academic skills and knowledge, the part of the business, like promoting themselves, becoming more visible, putting themselves out there, or even the practical part of knowing what admin do we need for a practice, what are
Mm-hmm.
the legalities, the practicalities, what do we do with the fees and the pricing and the policies, all these things we don't know anything, we don't learn anything in university. So then the therapy business circle is a community that I created where I support therapists
Oh.
both on the therapy skills and the business skills, specifically for therapists, not everybody, but only for therapists and
Mm-hmm.
psychologists.
Okay.
So
You
that's
cover
that's the third
everything.
service that I offer. Yeah.
Yes, I mean your days, I guess, are very busy because there is a lot that you do, and of course, I
True.
bet you have a team of people that work together with you.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of responsibilities, and there's a lot of help that you are providing. So that's great. How people can find you then?
For the anti-loneliness, antiloneliness.com is the website, and
Okay.
we have a very easy and fun quiz where you can answer questions what it is that you're looking for. And we have
Okay.
an algorithm that suggests, recommends one of our therapies that would be a good fit or the best fit for you. Of course, you
Okay.
can always make up your mind and choose somebody else, but we have this quiz to make it easier for anybody who's looking for a therapist. So
Okay.
that's the
Smart.
antiloneliness.com. And for the therapists who would like to, be in a community, connect with other therapists, and at the same time get supervision, intervision, trainings, workshops on their business skills, admin, and all these things that are complicating the therapist's life, they can find the therapybusinesscircle.com website, and they're going to find everything there.
Perfect. Yes. And of course, everything and all these links are in the description of this video. And so, yes, your days are busy, but you live here for 12 years. So
Yes.
the next question might have a obvious answer or maybe not. Do you speak Dutch?
I do speak what I call the supermarket Dutch. So I understand, I can do simple transactions. If I call my
Okay.
GP, for example, I can speak in Dutch, I can explain, I can give my birth date, I can explain,
Mm-hmm.
some main symptoms that I have. Or when I go to the market, I can do that kind of simple conversations, but not
Okay.
complicated.
This is just is coming now, this question from me. To work as a therapist in the Netherlands, you need to be registered at the BIG?
Not necessarily.
Okay, okay.
Not
Because in
necessarily.
that case, you need the specific level of Dutch.
Exactly.
That's
If you
why.
if you
Okay.
want to be BIG registered, you need the Dutch language. Sometimes they also check your own credentials. Maybe you need another 2, 3, 4 years of extra studies.
Mm-hmm.
But because the profession, the title of a psychologist is not protected in the Netherlands,
Okay.
like the clinical psychologist or the psychotherapist, that these
Okay.
are titles that are protected, but the psychologist is not. And there are many psychologists who are coming from different countries and they're working here. It's pretty, legit. We're not doing anything illegal.
Of
We
course.
are paying our taxes, of course. There's nothing like that, but it's just a different way of working with clients.
Okay, okay, okay. That's very interesting, and
Yeah,
it's an important point, of course, to
yeah.
make. But do you think that speaking a better level of Dutch or coming here nowadays, coming here and knowing the language will help personally and professionally, or it doesn't really change anything, at least in your world?
In my case, because I'm working with English speaking individuals, I don't need Dutch.
Mm-hmm.
My audience is not Dutch people. My audience is actually people who are coming from other countries, they're internationals, and they are speaking English. So I don't need to learn Dutch for my profession. For my
Mm-hmm.
integration, for me to feel like I belong in this place, yes, I do need it. And all the classes that I've taken them for this exact reason because I don't want to be in the market and people would be speaking next to me and then I don't understand anything. That's a weird feeling. I don't want to feel excluded. I want to learn. I want to know what's happening around me.
I agree. I agree. That was also the reason why I started to learn
Yeah,
Dutch some years ago. The
true, true.
integration part in
Yeah.
general, I guess it happens. mainly, if not only, when you at least speak a certain level of the local language. After all these years, I guess you make up your mind about what you like and you like the least in the Netherlands. If you will make a, I don't know, a list of three and three, what would be?
Um, about the likes, what I like the most, I think that's the top of my on my list, is that it's a multicultural environment. The fact that I get to know somebody from Italy like you, but also from India, but also from Germany and America and
Yes.
Sweden, and I can understand more about their culture, for me is really mind blowing. I love it. I love meeting people from different cultures with different values, connect with them, and actually experience that level of connection, even though we are coming from different backgrounds. That's really unique. Um,
Absolutely.
in regards to the environment, I like how everything is so clean and beautiful.
Hmm.
Nature is so well protected and cared for. The canals, the flowers, the forests, the rivers, all these things are so aesthetically soothing in your
Yeah.
eye. And of course,
Mm.
coming from Athens, which is the capital of Greece, and we don't have any green space in there. If you want to be in nature, you have to drive 2 hours.
Yeah.
While here in 2 minutes, you are in a park. For me,
Yeah.
this is something that I highly appreciate. Um, and also the third thing, if I can say that I like, is that people respect more privacy and boundaries. Like
Hmm.
in collectivistic cultures like ours, like Italian and Greek, the family is all over you.
Yes.
They have to know everything about you. They have a saying about your life and your decisions. Well, here, this is respected. This is your life. You do whatever you want, with the good and bad, with that boundary setting. But
Yeah.
that's something that I also appreciated here.
I agree. I agree. And let's go to the part where you tell us what you don't really like.
I am clearly biased because I love the Netherlands. So so I have only one negative that I can think, at least
Okay.
for now, and that's I don't like the sea here.
Okay. Well, well, I mean, I
Well,
was not expecting differently. And again, I can understand. I'm from Sicily. So basically, we had the same part of the
exactly.
Mediterranean that we share. And yeah,
Exactly.
okay, the
Yeah.
sea is not really the best part.
Oh, I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah. We know crystal clear waters. We know safe waters. We know, this green turquoise color. But
Hmm.
here we see this,
Brownish.
muddy, gray, brownish water. Most of the
Yes.
times it's wavy and, turbulent and you cannot even swim. It's
And
really, really
cold.
cold.
Yeah. I would
Yeah.
say that, I mean, being just this, the thing that you don't like about the Netherlands is wow, because after 12 years, indeed, you have seen a lot.
Yeah.
You have experienced a lot, and I think that I agree with you. Overall, I think it's a great country where to live. There are
And
not
it,
many things that I don't like about the Netherlands either.
yeah.
So this gives also something to think about to all the people who maybe are approaching the Netherlands or are they just moved and they are a little bit confused because of the cultural shock that overall at the end after so many years that people are here there is much more that you like that you don't like. It's important. Thank you a lot, Vassia. I'm very happy to, see that we have we think alike on a lot of topics. And I have
Yeah.
only one other question for you. I
Mm.
would like you to tell to the people that are listening to us, what's your tip? So if somebody here is listening and maybe thinking to move abroad and move to the Netherlands, what would you say to them?
Having lived here for 12 years, and that means that I have seen a lot of people, I've met a lot of people who came and stayed, but also a lot of people who came and left and went back to their home countries again. What I think is the most important is know your why. Why do you want to come to the Netherlands? What are your values? If your values is family and friends and community and connection and tradition, uprooting yourself from your home country and coming to a new country where none of this exists, it's going to be very difficult. And
Yeah.
that's the reason why many people go back and say, I miss my mom, I miss my friends, I miss the culture, I miss the sun, I miss the sea.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if your values are different and you value freedom, adventure, different meeting different cultures, getting out of your comfort zone, reinventing yourself. If you value that and you are ready to explore something new, then feel free to try that, of course. But knowing why you're making that decision, what is in you that you believe needs attention at this moment is really important. If you do it because somebody else came and they're having a blast and they're having a great life, that's not a good reason because
Yeah.
they are people with different values, they appreciate different things than you.
Yes,
So that's my
absolutely.
one tip.
Which goes back also on what you were saying earlier. The experience are subjective, so there is no objectivity. And indeed, what is good or not good, and what is valuable or not valuable for somebody is different for somebody else. So thank you for that. It's very inspiring. Again, we have talked a little bit about Vassia life, but also her job and her impact in the community as well for people who need to talk to therapists and also for therapists to create their own community and navigate better the job and the work environment. Again, the links to reach out to Vassia are in the description of these videos. And feel free to comment or contact her straight away. Thank you again, Vassia, for being with me, and we talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you for the invitation. Thank you.